Once upon a time in the lively city of Lingyang, there lived a man named Zhu Erdan, a bold and carefree scholar. Though Zhu was known for his bravery and charm, there was one little problem. He wasn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. Despite all his efforts to become successful, fame and fortune never seemed to come his way. To put it bluntly, Zhu was a nice guy, but life just wasn't giving him the winning cards. One day, while drinking with his friends, someone challenged Zhu to prove his courage by doing something wild. "Hey Zhu, why don't you go to the Ten Kings Temple and bring back the judge? If you can do that, we'll treat you to drinks for the rest of the month." Now, the Ten Kings Temple wasn't just any ordinary place. It was rumored to be haunted, with statues of gods that looked so real they could scare the pants off anyone who dared to go there at night. Especially the judge, a terrifying figure with a green face and a long red beard. But Zhu Erdan, being the fearless guy he was, just laughed it off. "Deal," he said, standing up and heading straight for the temple. Within a short while, Zhu came back, with the judge on his back. His friends' jaws dropped to the floor as they saw him carrying the life-sized statue, plopping it down on the table as if it were no big deal. "I brought the old guy," Zhu declared, raising a cup of wine and taking a big gulp. His friends, now thoroughly freaked out, begged him to take the statue back. "Please, Zhu, get rid of it before it curses us all," they cried. Zhu, however, remained his carefree self, even pouring some wine on the ground as a toast to the judge before returning him to the temple. "Come by my place for drinks sometime," Zhu joked as he set the statue back in its place. Little did Zhu know that invitation would soon be accepted, literally. A few days later, Zhu was at home, still feeling the effects of that night's drinking, when someone unexpectedly walked through his door. It was the judge himself. Zhu nearly fell off his chair in shock. "Oh no, this is it. I've offended a god, and now he's come to take my life." But the judge, with his long red beard swaying, smiled. "Relax, Zhu. I'm not here for your life. You invited me for drinks, didn't you? Well, here I am." Zhu, ever the good host, quickly recovered from his surprise. Of course. Come in, sit down. Let me get the wine." The judge introduced himself as Lu Pan, a judge of the Underworld, and the two of them spent the night chatting and drinking like old friends. Over time, Lu Pan and Zhu became close. Lu Pan would visit regularly, and they'd drink and talk late into the night. They even became so comfortable with each other that Lu Pan once, during one of their more intense drinking sessions, cut open Zhu's stomach and replaced his heart. "Why?" Zhu gasped, half panicked, as he woke up mid-operation. "Relax," Lu Pan reassured him. "Your heart was holding you back. I've swapped it for a smarter one." With that, Lu Pan stitched him back up, leaving Zhu with only a faint red line across his stomach. From then on, Zhu found that his once sluggish mind had become sharp. He could now compose brilliant essays with ease and even aced the next imperial exams. Zhu was thrilled with his new intelligence, but there was still something that bothered him: his wife. Though she was kind and loving, her face wasn't exactly breathtaking. One night, after a few too many drinks, Zhu jokingly said to Lu Pan, "Hey, you swapped my heart? Think you can swap my wife's face too? She's a great woman, but let's just say she's not winning any beauty contests." Lu Pan, amused, agreed. "Sure, I'll find a new face for her. Leave it to me." A few days later, Lu Pan returned late at night carrying a package. "I've found a beauty," he said, unwrapping the package to reveal a freshly severed head. "Let's not waste any time. Follow me." The two sneaked into Zhu's bedroom, where his wife was fast asleep. With a quick, expert motion, Lu Pan removed her head and replaced it with the new one. "There," he said, pressing the new head onto her neck, "a perfect fit." Zhu was both amazed and terrified, but he trusted Lu Pan's skills. The next morning, Zhu's wife woke up feeling a little strange. "My neck feels stiff and my face feels different." So she washed her face, only to be greeted by a pool of blood in the basin. Horrified, she grabbed a mirror and stared at the reflection of a woman she didn't recognize. A beautiful woman, but still not her. Zhu quickly explained what had happened, showing her the red line around her neck. She wasn't exactly thrilled, but when she saw how everyone admired her new beauty, she grew to appreciate it. However, not long after, news began to spread about a terrible tragedy in town. The beautiful daughter of a high-ranking official, Wu Shi, had been murdered in her home, her head stolen by a thief. When Wu Shi's family heard rumors about Zhu's wife's sudden change in appearance, they sent someone to investigate. The resemblance was unmistakable. Zhu's wife now had the face of the murdered girl. Wu Shi was furious and accused Zhu of using black magic to steal his daughter's head. Zhu, knowing things were getting dangerous, sought Lu Pan's advice. "What do I do now? They think I'm a murderer." Lu Pan, ever the problem solver, said, "Don't worry, I'll sort it out." That night, Wu Shi dreamed of his daughter, who explained everything. "Father, I was murdered by a man named Yang Danian, not by Zhu Erdan. But Zhu's wife has my face now because Lu Pan swapped it for hers. Please, let them be." When Wu Shi woke, he was relieved to know the truth. He visited Zhu's house, apologized, and the two families became friendly. Wu Shi even allowed his daughter's body to be buried with honor, her head returned to its rightful place. Zhu's life went on, and though he was grateful for all the changes Lu Pan had brought, he eventually realized that some things couldn't be forced. One night, Lu Pan appeared and told Zhu, "Your time is almost up. In 5 days, you'll die." Zhu, now older and wiser, accepted his fate. "Can it be avoided?" he asked. Lu Pan shook his head. "No, life and death are predetermined. You've already had more luck than most." On the 5th day, Zhu died peacefully. But his story didn't end there. His spirit, now free, visited his family regularly, helping his sons study and watching over them until it was time to move on. And so, Zhu Erdan learned that while you can swap hearts, faces, and even cheat death for a while, some things are meant to be. And in the end, every action, every choice comes with its consequences.